It is the longest run on my Berlin plan today. So I'm going to take you with me, show you what I eat, and let's get into it. I slept for 9.5 hours last night, and honestly, I could have kept going, but we've got 32k on the cards this morning, so we need to get going. First, breakfast. Today I am going to up the ante. I'm having a bagel and a half. Obviously that's not all I'm having, so yeah, today I'm going to do what I've done before, where I'm just going to show you everything I have before, during and after my long run. I got sent this very kindly by Cafe Pod, and it is such a nice decaf coffee. It looks like a smiley face. Marmite. Oh, we've got so little left. The reason we are doing 1.5 bagels is to up the grams of carbs, because it's a long run today. And if you watched my video of my 24k, I want to say, I think that's where I spoke about it. I spoke about the fact that I'd add a crumpet or something extra, because actually the last thing I want is to be hungry during. We're adding an extra half bagel, which is about another 20-ish grams of carbs, and a bit of peanut butter. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to up the amount of carbs I'm having before, so that it keeps me nice and full during. I don't get hungry. And also you just do need more carbs if you're out for longer. So for me, now this run will take me 2.5-ish hours. And this for me is my kind of boundary of where, for me personally, I know that I then need to add more to my breakfast than my just usual amount, because I will get hungry. Look at that masterpiece. Bottle as well. I know I shouldn't speak about this before. I do drink water as well as just a coffee before I go on my run. So I'm going to eat this quickly and do my morning check-in, because I really need to get a jiggle on. Last night. Okay, 2 bites. Bagel and a half with a banana, with jam, Marmite, peanut butter, a decaf coffee, and I think this is 500 mils of water. It is 8:15 now, so from finishing my breakfast, I normally do like an hour-ish, but because I've had a bit more, I'll give myself an extra maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. The aim this morning will be to start running at 9:30. It gives me plenty of time to digest, and because I'm not doing this as a workout, I'm just doing this as an easy run, lower intensity means I need less time to digest, because it doesn't matter so much if it's still a bit of my tummy, because I'm not going to be jiggling it around loads, because I'm not like going. Because I know it's tricky with the whole, how much to have to breakfast, because yes, there are guidelines, but it's actually translating that into what you need to eat and what that looks like in food, where it becomes a bit tricky. I know I've spoken before about the kind of grams per kilogram of body weight that you're trying to aim for in your pre-run meal. So the guideline is kind of 1 to 4 grams, depending on time, intensity, etc., per kilogram of body weight. And that is a massive range. For your long runs, I would definitely try to encourage you to try and hit at least 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. And then what we need to do is then adjust off how we're feeling, how we're finding it, all that kind of stuff. So for me, like I've said, that 24k, about 17k, I was like, ooh, hungry. So we need to up the ante. I'm now on 32k, and the last thing I want is to be getting hungry. Adding that extra half a bagel is probably it's about 22 grams of carbs from half a bagel. And then with jam on it as well, I probably had, across the whole half a bagel, probably had like maybe I don't track, okay? So, but probably at least another 3, 4, 5 grams of carbohydrate in that. So between that, I'm hoping that that's gonna help keep me going. If this doesn't sit well, or this doesn't work, well then just adjust it for next time. I've still got weeks to work out what's working for me, but actually I've done this in the past, so I do know that it does work for me. It's all just kind of linking and thinking about, okay, as we're scaling training, are we scaling food? Because that's the most important thing, right? You can't just ramp up and increase all of your training and leave all your food the same, because where are you making that gap up? And that energy gap is so important, and it's where we run into trouble, is where you end up crashing, feeling horrible after your long run. Because honestly, if you're feeling horrific after your run, look at what you're having before and during, not just what you're having afterwards. Because having a better breakfast could actually really help you later on down the line. There was no video last week because I was away in the Dolomites hiking, and honestly, Couldn't recommend it more. And I know a lot of people sometimes might think, oh God, like you've done a holiday in the biggest peak week of your marathon. And like, yeah, like this 32 kilometer run should have been last week, but it was the week that all my friends could do to go to the Dolomites. So I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna come to the Dolomites because I want to run 32 kilometers around London. And honestly, I think that holiday did me the world of good. We did a big deload, so I ran like 20k in total last week. And then this week we're back up. But I did hike about 45 kilometers over 3 days. More than that. I think that our total was about 8,000 meters of elevation over 3 days. But it was honestly stunning. So I wasn't not using my legs, okay? But in a different way. Time on feet was massive. Our first day's hike was like 8 hours. And that was just the time we were walking. We did stop in lots of refuges and, you know, had a lovely time. But we're now heading into 3 weeks out from... It's the 31st of August. We've got 21 days till Berlin Marathon. 22 days. Oh my God, that's like 3 weeks. That is mental. Okay, I nailed this. I did this in one go. I'm so proud of myself. Look at that. Stunning. So, we're going 10 bridges we're crossing of the Thames today. 0 loops of Battersea Park included, and all the way home. So also, something else I just want to show you. I am going to be doing every 25 minutes for my fueling window this morning. And again, I'm not running very high intensity today, but just to practice the marathon, what I'm going to be doing is 25 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our alert on our watch. I'm just going to show you how to do this because this is super useful. So if we're doing run, no, I'm not going to do the workout yet. Run settings, if you have a Garmin. Alerts. There's mine, eat every 25 minutes. Or you can do add new, and then you can change whatever you want. Let's say, so then custom. Then you can add drink, eat, let's say turn around, go home, nice. Then you can set it on time or distance, time, and then you can adjust your time. So I've got my 25-minute eat alert on. It means I don't have to look at my watch, it means I don't have to worry, it'll just tell me. I also find that it keeps me, it stops me just clock watching. Just have to remember to turn it off afterwards because otherwise on your next run it's going to really annoy you. Righty, we're ready to go. It is such a nice day. Gels. Righty. The magic cupboard. Every 25 minutes, so I need 5. We're gonna have 1 caffeine. We're gonna have 1, 2 of the 2 Mortons and 2 Precision Fuels. So that will be me today. 60, 110, 135 grams over. I'll do them this order. So I'll do Morton, Precision, caffeine, Precision, Morton. I've just been looking at how everyone got on in the Sydney Marathon, which is very fun. That's good inspiration. We're doing headphones today. We're going to do some podcasts, 2 things of water. I do hate wearing one of these. When I see people doing long runs without one of these on, what are we doing for water? Just asking. Surely we're not going without. Well, please, we're not going without. Woo. Nice. I'll see you on the run. Down number 2. It's so busy. Down number 3. I'm soaked. But down number 4. I want to see how every weather on this run. It's now raining and sunny. Sunny again. I'm having a great time. But my last gel, down number 5. I did it. Actually felt so good. Felt so strong. Yeah, I was like really just slow down. So that was great. Got a bottle of M&S Finest Belgian chocolate milk. Stunning. The queue for coffee is too long, so we're just having chocolate milk. But honestly, I'm so chuffed with how good I feel. That extra half a bagel, tell you what, did bits. And shortening my fueling window, so there we go. Good experiment. That was so fun. I'm just finishing off my lovely M&S chocolate milk. 13.5 grams of carbs to 4 grams of protein. So that is 3 and a bit to 1 carbs protein. It's not bad. I am incredibly sweaty. Well, actually, is it sweat? Is it rain? Don't know. This pocket of gel wrappers, oh my god. There you go. So my gel receipts. I'm gonna do a bit of mobility, have a shower, and then make some food. Having a big bottle of 900 millilitres of fruit squash. This one is my absolute favourite. And now I am going to start cooking. Yes, let's excuse the hair because it's soaking wet. So I can't do anything with it yet. Is it rain? Is it sweat? Maybe it's both. I'm kind of low-key gross, it's fine. I'm fine with that. Just a big bottle of squash. Not having electrolytes because I'm going to put salt in my food. And I had sodium in my gels. So actually, what am I going to have for lunch? Right, I think. There's no tuna. Damn it. That's really annoying. I could have sworn we had tuna. No! Damn it. Right. Let's have a look at the options. Some baked beans, some lentils, some prehistoric boy Huel, which I'm not getting involved in. I wanted one of my beautiful Northern Pastico pastas with in my head. I was going to have this one. There's a little conch with tuna that normally lives here. There's not any. We adapt and we overcome. Let's see what's in the fridge. Right, we've got, oh my god, these cookie dough stuffed dates that I made yesterday. Stunning. That's our dinner. Oh, heartbreak. It's gonna have to be eggs, isn't it? It's gonna have to be eggs. Can we have eggs on pasta? That's weird. Right, we're making eggs on toast. Ugh, never mind. Right, we just need to eat something, so let's have that. Okay, we're gonna have, what's this? Superseded loaf. I don't know. This is what Kyle bought the other day, and we have in the cupboard, and he's eating. So that. Nice. We've got half an avo. Gonna have some mushrooms because we've got some. The most pathetic amount of cottage cheese left. Don't even know why that bothered to go back in the fridge. Some feta and eggs is what we're having. Alexa, play Taylor Swift radio. Thinking about building that meal. Carbs, toast, protein, eggs, fats and fibre, avo, feta, mushies. So I've built this meal with all the different elements of the fats and fibre, and then afterwards I'm most definitely going to be having some of those cookie dough stuffed chocolate chip dates. Okay, that's really good. I'm happy. I don't feel like massively super hungry, but my brain is starting to like, woo, and I know I'm bang on about enough. It is so important to get a proper balanced meal in pretty rapidly after you finish. Like, I finished running an hour ago. So actually, perfect, like great timing, because I've already had the bottle of chocolate milk, now I'm having this, and then we'll have plenty more throughout the rest of the day. It's sweet treat time. Honestly, these, like they are so good. Look how good that looks. Yum, 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 yum. So I'm gonna make a cup of tea and have probably 2 of those. You honestly can't beat it. What's the time? 10 to 2. Not bad. It may be Sunday, but you know, no rest for the wicked. And I have got research project work on cards. I'm so close to having a first draft, which is a big deal. I am 1,500 words of word count, but that's fine. That's not a problem. A lot of it is kind of trying to get the sentiment of what I've found, my findings, into scientific words. It's sometimes quite difficult to try and capture like the essence of the psychological, physiological processes and beliefs and thought patterns, etc., etc., etc. Quite difficult. So I spend a lot of time going, does that make sense? What does that big word actually mean? Can I use it? Does that sound right? Does it sound too like fluffy? Anyway, so that's a little bit about my research project, but I will actually do a full video all about my research project once it's finished. So that's what I've got this afternoon, lots of thesis writing. But I think I do love it, I honestly do. PhD is not off the cards. Anyone want to fund it? Like, that run was great, carbs were great, bagel and a half worked perfectly, so that's what I will do for race day. A bagel and a half plus banana plus jam plus Marmite plus a little bit of peanut butter to keep me full and satiated. 25-minute fueling window, so I was having about 70 grams, 72.5 grams of carbs per hour during my run, which is okay. Could be higher. I've built this up over time and I've practiced with it, and that's why I always say practice with the gels you're using, practice your fueling window, practice that intensity and that fueling pattern. Regardless if you're not running as hard as you would be on race day, still try that fueling intake, because you don't know then if you're going to get to race day and you'll be like, oh, all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm just randomly going to increase my fueling window. No, don't do that. So hopefully this video has been useful. Let me know if anyone else is doing Berlin, because I would love to know who else is doing it. And if you could subscribe, like, it all just helps the video and my YouTube channel, which I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying doing these longer form videos and being able to kind of show you guys a bit more about what I'm doing, what I do. Yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? Next week, I'm gonna do a week of training with you, and I'm actually also racing next week. It won't be a full out all gas race, but I am starting a 10K at 7:55 p.m. So I will show you exactly how I feel for that, because that is a tricky one. And yeah, there's quite a lot of factors you need to think about. So I'll take you on for that. So subscribe if you want to see that, and I will see you next week.